Guys, have you ever had an aha moment in your life? A moment when you said, so that's what that means. And you found out something about money or personal finances and said to yourself, why didn't they teach us this in school? Do me a favor and let me know what that aha moment about money was in the comments below. What was the one thing that you were never taught about money, but you should have been taught about money a long time ago? Guys, it's almost like they programmed us to be poor here in America from a very young age. Me personally, I had to reprogram my mind about money when I was able to discover these 4 shocking truths about money that I was never taught. So in this video, I'm gonna share those 4 shocking money truths with you. And I'm gonna tell you straight out, number 3 is the one where me personally, I had the most problems with. It took a lot of work for me to get over number 3, so stick around for that. Now, let's jump into it. The first shocking truth about money that I wasn't taught that helped me reprogram my mind was that mindset is everything. The way I think is everything. The same mindset leads to the same outcomes. New thinking leads to new behaviors, and those new behaviors, they lead to new outcomes when it comes to money. See guys, people think money is hard and they think money is very difficult. But it's really not. It's what they want us to think about money. Keep it hard, keep it complicated, keep it complex, but it's not that difficult. When you begin to realize that money is not so complicated and you begin to think and follow real basic principles with money, then you sort of demystify money. And when you demystify money, you take away the stress and you take away some of the anxiety and you take away some of the mystery of money. Now, most people's money situation today is basically a culmination and a direct result of all the things they've ever thought about money up to this point. So if you want to get new outcomes with money, you have to have new input about money. New information has to come in so you get better behaviors and you get better outcomes with money. And you get this shift in thinking from things like, new books that you read, new podcasts you listen to, new seminars, new conferences, new people that you may follow on social media giving you new ideas. This way you can shift the way you think about money and ultimately, hopefully, develop your own personal philosophy with money that works for you and actually works. Not a philosophy that just justifies continued bad behavior with money, but a philosophy that moves you forward in a different direction than you had been with money if you've been going in a bad direction with money in terms of your thinking. I'm 1000% convinced, guys, that if you can become an auto mechanic, an engineer, a chef, a nurse, if you can become those things, then you can learn to get better with money. But getting better with money takes learning, and that learning starts in your mind first. So let me just give you an example of a mind shift, guys. Most people think, get money, pay bills. Get money and money is to pay bills, right? They think money is to pay bills. A different way of thinking is to look at money as a means to make more money. You get money to make money. You get money to make money. It takes a shift in the way we think to think like that, to look at money a little different as opposed to just being a means for me to survive, just being a means for me to pay bills. You want to look at money as a means to actually make more money. Think about money like that. That's just a quick example of shifting the way you think about money. Listen, do we have a problem between the haves and have-nots in the world? Absolutely, right? There's inequality all over the planet. Do we have a problem with inflation on a worldwide basis, especially right now? Absolutely, yes. Do some people have a problem with capitalism and the way it's ran right now and how it's oppressive to some? Sure, we know that, absolutely. Do we have elected officials in many countries throughout the world who aren't looking out for the best interests of the people? Absolutely, right? We know all these things go on, but guess what? Here's the deal. The fact is we can't really do much about any of those worldwide, global, monetary things that are going on right now, not from an individual standpoint. We can't do much about them, and we're not going to be abolishing capitalism anytime soon, right? Or doing away with the current systems of money throughout the world. Therefore, let's focus on the things that we can do something about. Us, ourselves, our own way of thinking about money and our behaviors with money. Those are things that we can do something about. So let's focus on those. Now let's jump to number 2. I'm going to tell you the second shocking truth about money that I had to learn to reprogram my mind to get rich. It's the value of becoming valuable. Not valuable as a son or a human being or father or mother. Not valuable like that. I mean valuable in the labor market, valuable in the marketplace. See, most of us guys, you think we get paid for our time, but really what we get paid for is our expertise, what we know. We're paid for the value that we introduce and bring into whatever labor marketplace that we're in. But because we don't see the value in being valuable, we typically don't strive to do the best and be the best at who we are, whatever type of job or skill that we're doing. A lot of us would rather just be mediocre and leave me alone, satisfactory and don't mess with me. Let me just go to work and come home, go to work and come home, work my 9 to 5. That's what most people prefer to do. They'd rather be average because most of us don't really understand the value in making ourselves more valuable. We don't understand the income potential of making ourselves the most valuable, becoming an expert at what we do. We really don't quite see that. And me personally, I didn't see it for a long time. I didn't understand that concept. Most of us, we don't raise our skill set, maximize what we can do. We don't stay late. We don't volunteer to come early. We don't volunteer to go to that extra conference, read that extra book, or tune in to that extra seminar or podcast. We just don't do it. We settle for mediocrity because we've placed no value on being valuable, or we placed a very little bit of value on being valuable. Hey guys, if you're getting anything at all out of this video, do me a favor, please smash that like button. Drop a comment and share the video with somebody who you think could use this information. If this is your first time to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Now, when it came to reprogramming my mind to be rich, I had to look at another truth that I wasn't taught in school and I wasn't taught at a young age. And I asked you to stick around for this one because this is the one that I struggle with. It's the shocking truth of being able to delay gratification. When it comes to things like experiences and wants, things we gotta have right now, my suggestion to you is hold off. Just hold tight. Wait. Be patient. I didn't have that at the beginning of my financial journey. I always thought because I'm breathing, because I'm blinking, and because I work, I should get whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, and how much of it that I want. And I wasn't gonna wait on anybody or anything. I wanted what I wanted, so I'm going to get it. But here's what I learned. If you can't say no to yourself, you're always going to struggle with money. If you can't deny yourself the things that you want when you want them, denying yourself a little bit of pleasure right now for future gain, you will always struggle with money. Until you fix that, don't even think about growing wealth. The story you tell yourself about stuff and material things is the way you're going to behave to get that stuff or material thing. If you say, hey, I want that big old piece of apple pie because I deserve it, you're going to go get the big old piece of apple pie. Right? Same thing works with money. If you say, I deserve this because I go out and work hard and make this, you're going to go get it, whatever it is, at the expense, perhaps, sometimes, of making a wise decision with money. So I had to work on self-discipline and being able to delay gratification when it comes to my personal finances. Listen, if you think the future is too far away and it's way down there and you can't even think 20 years down the road or 30 years down the road, you will not be able to delay gratification. And building wealth, becoming rich, is going to be harder for you. If you can't see yourself 20 years from now, then it's going to be hard for you to even care about anything going on 20 years from now, including what's going on with your personal finances. So I had to start being able to envision the future, see down the road, have an imagination about what could be, and then begin to make some goals and some plans regarding my money for down the road. So guys, you don't want to be so focused on today that you forget about or don't think about what's down the road, your future when it comes to money. This is why you invest. This is why you buy real estate. This is why you plan and prepare for down the road, for your future. But you got to be willing to delay some satisfaction and delay some gratification today so you can have more tomorrow and be in a better position tomorrow with your money. You may be here in 20, 30, 40 years. So you want to be available to take care of yourself down the road. Now, the fourth shocking truth about money that I had to learn and reprogram my mind around in order to be rich was I had to rethink this whole thing of working hard. I was sort of duped, like many of us, into thinking that the harder I work, the more I sweat, the more worn out and tired I get from working long hours, the richer I will be. It's not true at all, guys. You don't work harder to get more money. You don't work harder to build wealth. Hard work is the myth that the haves of the world tell the have-nots of the world. And they tell them this so that the have-nots keep working hard and keep producing and keep hoping and wishing and working hard and working 80 hours a week and 90 hours a week to keep the haves in control and in power. So remember this, guys. People that have more, they didn't just work harder, but they worked smarter. You don't have to work 80 or 90 hours a week. You should be able to work 35 to 40 hours or 45 hours and make more money because you have a better understanding of what it takes to build wealth. And when you get that better understanding, you become more efficient with your time. You become more efficient with what you do. Now, let me be clear. I'm not discounting hard work. I think hard work is fine and it's okay and it's good. But I'm just telling you, you can work as hard as you want, but it's not going to increase your wealth. What's going to increase your wealth is being smarter. You need a plan. And then you need a plan to execute that plan. You need strategy. You need proper execution of that strategy. You don't need more hours on the clock. You need more business building seminars on your calendar and more strategies for seed capital to flow into your business or your idea or your innovation or somehow into your funding, right? And you need more accounting and tax strategies to make sure you're getting the most out of your money and your income. And you need more connections, broader network of people that you know, who you can glean from and they can glean from you and you guys can share ideas. And you need more of the right people around you and you need more customers, right? You need more goals and more action steps, better habits with your money and being consistent and disciplined. Those are the types of things you need to build wealth. Not longer hours. You don't need more hours on the clock working for somebody else making $12, $15, $20 an hour. You need to be figuring out strategies and plans, not more sweat, not more hard work. But that's the myth that we've been trained to believe because we were the have-nots. And so we were trained to believe that the harder we work, the more we'll become wealthy and the richer we'll become, when all the while we were working hard to make the haves get more, have more profits. You don't build wealth with more hours on the job. You build wealth with more hours of learning, more hours of strategy, and more hours of mapping out execution, and more hours of implementation of your habits that's going to change. Now that's working smarter, not harder. Now, I hope I was able to help you guys understand the importance of reprogramming your mind and your way of thinking to be rich or to be wealthy. And I really hope you guys got something out of the 4 shocking truths about money that I was never taught. Let me know your aha moment, your shocking truth in the comments below. Hey, do me a favor, guys, smash that like button and share this video with someone. And also check out a few of these videos right here for more on wealth building on your way to financial freedom. Hey guys, the best person who's going to take care of the old you is the young you. Take care of yourself and also take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.